Hello students, in the last video we have seen the evaluation of double integrals when the limits were provided. In this lecture we see that the multiple integrals and their application where we are finding the evaluation of the double integrations when the limits are not provided. Now here we see that the content of this presentation, examples when the limits are not provided, and also the introduction to change of order of integration. We'll start with the first one, examples when the limits are not provided. Evaluate the double integral xy dx dy over the positive quadrant of the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square. Now, if you see the question, you have to evaluate the double integral along the region R, where the region R is mentioned as the positive quadrant of the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square. So therefore, when the limits are not provided, when the region is provided, then first we'll have to draw the figure, and then you'll have to find the limits for x and y, and then you'll have to evaluate. So therefore, what we do, we go for the solution like this. Given that the region R is bounded by the coordinate axis, y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, and the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square, because this is an equation of a circle having the center at the origin and having the radius is equal to a. So the region of integration is the shaded area OAB as shown in the figure 1.1. So in the next slide, I'll give that figure and explain. So the region of integration is the shaded region OAB. To find the limits for x, consider a strip PQ parallel to x-axis. X varies from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to root of a square minus y square. When we move this strip parallel to itself to cover the region, it moves from y is equal to 0 to y is equal to a. That is, so if you see this figure, now this is the origin, then this becomes the equation of a circle x square plus y square is equal to a square. Okay, so this becomes the positive quadrant. Now this region O A B is the region of integration. So we want to integrate now. Now how to integrate? So first we find the limits for x and y. We take a strip PQ parallel to x-axis. That means first I am integrating with respect to x, keeping y constant. So to find the limits for this, I'll find the value of P and the value of Q for this strip PQ. The lower end of the strip PQ, which is parallel to x-axis, lies on the y-axis. So on the y-axis at P, x is equal to 0. Then it extends to the point Q. The point Q touches this arc, that is x square plus y square is equal to a square, where x is equal to square root of a square minus y square. Therefore, at this point, x is equal to square root of a square minus y square. These are the limits for x. When you are integrating with respect to x, then you want to cover this entire region. This region has to be covered. Now to cover this entire region, take this PQ on the x-axis. That means at this point. At this point, y is equal to 0. Okay. Then roll this strip PQ parallel to itself from this point up to the point of intersection B. Okay. Now how to move this? From this point OA, this strip PQ is rolled parallel to itself to cover this region. Therefore, y varies from y is equal to 0 on x-axis to y is equal to a, the point of intersection at the point B. These are the limits for y. So therefore, the given double integral, you can write the double integral, regional integral, which only the region was given. Then you drawn this region. Then you found the limits for x and y. They are now given by these are the limits for y and these are the limits for x. You are taking a strip parallel to x-axis first. So therefore, x varies from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to root of a square minus y square. This is xy dx dy. Then we integrate as in the last case. So here you are integrating with respect to x. Y is constant. Y will come outside. Then integral of x dx is equal to x square by 2. The limits for that are 0 to root of a square minus y square into dy. Then when you put the upper limit and lower limit, you are having this is y is a constant, then upper limit root will get cancelled, becomes equal to a square minus y square. This is 1 by 2 is taken it outside. Then you are having this upper limit, the lower limit is equal to 0. So this lower limit we have not shown here. Automatically that becomes is equal to 0. So therefore you are having this is y as it is, and this becomes a square minus y square into dy. Then you want to integrate this with respect to y. Then take this y inside. Then you get 1 by 2 integration from 0 to a. Then this is y into a square minus y into y square is y cube into dy. Then integrate this with respect to y between the limits 0 to a. Then this is a square is a constant. Y becomes y square by 2. Then minus y raised to 4 upon 4 between the limits 0 to a. Then go on putting the limits. This becomes 1 by 2. This is a square. This upper limit is a becomes a square by 2 minus this is a raised to 4 upon 4. Then lower limit is 0 and this is the lower limit also becomes 0. So therefore this becomes a raised to 4 upon 2 minus a raised to 4 upon 4 is equal to, so this goes on this side, that becomes is equal to 1 by 2 a raised to 4 upon 4 minus 0. Then this is equivalent to, this is a raised to 4, this is 4 into 2 is equal to a square upon 8. So therefore a square upon 8 is the evaluation of the double integral xy dx dy over the positive quadrant of the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square. Similarly, for example, when instead of a circle, if you are given a parabola or even you are given a ellipse, for example, even for that ellipse, you can do the same thing. Then this is a positive quadrant. In that positive quadrant, either you can take a strip parallel to x-axis or a strip parallel to y-axis. When it is taken similar to y-axis, then the limits for this y also you can take that y varies from y is equal to 0 to y is equal to square root of a square minus x square, and then to cover the entire region, that strip has to be moved from the origin or y-axis where you are having x is equal to 0 to x is equal to a. That means even you can take a strip parallel to a parallel to y-axis and you can evaluate. The sum will be same. There is no change in the limit of the value of the double integral a raised to 4 upon 8. Okay, so we'll take the next problem, that is evaluation when the limits are not provided for a double integral. Double integral xy dx dy along the region A, where A is the region bounded by x is equal to 2a and the curve x square is equal to 4ay. So x is equal to 2a is a straight line, and then the curve x square is equal to 4ay is a parabola. So first we'll have to draw this figure, then you'll have to find the limits. Okay, first we draw the region of integration, then it will be seen that OAB is the region of integration bounded by y is equal to 0, x is equal to 2a, and the curve x square is equal to 4ay. First, we integrate with respect to y, then with respect to x. To find the limits for y, we take a strip PQ parallel to y-axis. Its lower end P lies on x-axis where y equal to 0. The upper end Q lies on x square is equal to 4ay. That implies y is equal to x square upon 4a. So see this figure in the next slide. Now we can get the idea. Now here, this becomes x square is equal to 4ay. That is an equation of a parabola. Okay, and then this is x is equal to 2a. X is equal to 2a. That means this is the region of the integration. Now, this region, you have to find the limits for x and y. We have seen that the limits for y are y equal to 0 and y is equal to x square upon 2a. So here you are taking a strip PQ parallel to y-axis. So the lower end of that PQ lies on the x-axis where y is equal to 0. So therefore, y is equal to 0 to this Q where you are having y is equal to x square upon 4a. So therefore, this becomes integration from 0 to x square upon 4a with respect to y, and then to cover this region, this strip has to be moved parallel to itself from the origin, where x is equal to 0 to the point of intersection, where you are having the point of intersection is 2a. Therefore, you will be having from the origin to the point 2a. These are the limits for x. So, x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2a. Y is equal to 0 to y is equal to x square upon 4a. So these limits were not given. That was only the region was given. We found these limits by using this figure. And now the limits are known to you. Now you can evaluate the double integral. That is given by, here you are taking a step parallel to y-axis. Therefore, you are integrating first with respect to y. That is integration from 0 to 2a. Then you are having this is x becomes constant. Integral of y dy is y square by 2 between the limits 0 to x square upon 4a. Then you have to integrate with respect to x. Then you get this value is equal to 1 by 2 is taken outside. Integral from 0 to 2a x into this is x square. Y square is replaced by x square upon 4a. That becomes x square square is x raised to 4. Then you are having 4a square is 16a square. Then you have to integrate this with respect to x. Then this becomes that 16 into this 2 is equal to 32. This a square you can take it outside is a constant. Then integration from 0 to 2a, this becomes x to the power 5 into dx. Then when you integrate this value, this becomes 1 upon 32a square. This becomes x to the power 6 upon 6. That is between the limits 0 to 2a. Put the limits and go on simplifying. 1 upon 32a square. Then this is 2a to the power 6 upon 6. Then minus the lower limit is equal to 0. Then when you go on simplifying, this becomes 2 to the power 6 and this is a to the power 6. Then when you go on simplifying again, this becomes is equal to a to the power 4 upon 3. So a to the power 4 upon 3 is the solution for this double integral or evaluation of double integral xy dx dy when the limits were not provided. Then in the next example, that is example 3, we'll see that examples again when the limits are not provided but the region is provided. Now this is evaluate the double integral square root of xy minus y square dx dy, where this r is the triangle with a vertex 0 0 10 1 1 1. Now see that a triangle is given to you in the form of 3 points. So this is the origin. This is 10, 1, x is equal to 10, y equal to 1, and this is a point 1, 1. So we'll go to that uh, figure and I'll show you how that figure is drawn. Now this is the origin 0, 0. This is the point 10, 1. This is the point 1, 1. So this becomes the region of integration. Okay. Now we want to take a strip parallel to x-axis so that you can integrate first with respect to x and then move this strip from 0, 0 to this is equal to y is equal to 1. Then we'll see that this is equivalent. How to find this? Given the region of integration is the triangle OAB as shown in the figure. Then equation of OA is y minus 0 divided by 0 minus 1 equal to x minus 0 divided by 0 minus 1. So this minus and minus will get cancelled, implying thereby y is equal to x. Then equation of OB is y minus 0, 0 minus 1, x minus 0, 0 minus 10 is equal to, so this implies again y is equal to x upon 10 minus and this minus will get cancelled. This implies y is equal to x upon 10. Then we first integrate with respect to x and then with respect to y. That means you are taking a strip. To find the limits for x, we take a strip PQ parallel to x-axis. The lower end of it lies on the straight line x is equal to y, where x is equal to y, and the upper end lies on the line OB, where x is equal to 10y. That means x is equal to y to x is equal to 10y are the limits for x. Hence, the limits for x are x is equal to y to x is equal to 10. Now, to cover the entire region, roll this strip parallel to itself from the points of intersection where y varies from y equal to 0 to y equal to 1. So, at this point, y is equal to 0. At this point, y is equal to 1. So, therefore, you are taking a strip parallel to x-axis. The lower end lies on the line y is equal to x, implying x is equal to y at this point, and it lies on the curve x is equal to 10y. So therefore, you'll be having x is equal to y to x is equal to 10y, y equal to 0 to y is equal to 1. So once the region R and the limits are known, then you can integrate as usual. That is integration from 0 to 1, y to 10y under root of xy, y square dx dy is equal to 0 to 1, y to 10y. Then here you are integrating with respect to x. So therefore, y is constant. So when y is taken common, becomes y to the power 1 by 2 outside. Then x will remain here and y remains here. So x minus y to the power 1 by 2 dx dy. Then this is integration from 0 to 1, y to the power 1 by 2. Integral from y to 10y. This is x minus y to the power 1 by 2 into dx and then dy. That means first you are integrating the inside integral with respect to x and then with respect to y. So therefore you get this value. Now this is this is like y is constant. Okay, so therefore this becomes x minus a to the power n type. So therefore integral of x to the power x minus a to the power n into dx is given by x minus a to the power n minus n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. You have a formula to find the integral. So apply that formula to this equation. Then you get x to the x minus y to the power 1 by 2 plus 1 is equal to x minus y to the power 3 by 2. Then divided by 3 by 2. Okay. And then whatever the integration you are having, you have to put the limits for this integration y to 10y. So you get this is integration from 0 to 1, y to the power 1 by 2, y to the power 1 by 2. Then this is x is 10y, 10y minus this y. Okay. And the lower limit is y. So y minus y is equal to 0. Then this is 3 by 2. Then you'll have to integrate with respect to y. This 3 by 2 becomes 2 by 3. Then again you get that this equation 10y minus y, that is you'll be having, that is 9y. 9y to the power 3 by 2. So that means you can write 3 cube. That 3 cube you can take it outside. Then you get this becomes is equal to, in addition from 0 to 1, this becomes y square. Okay. So therefore that y square into dy. Integral of y square is y cube upon 3. Then this is 3. 3, one of the 3 will get cancelled. 3 square will remain. 3 square is 9. 9 into 2 is 18. So this is 18. And then this is y square integral is y cube upon 3. Between the limits 0 to 1. Then upper limit is 1 upon 3. That becomes is equal to 6. This is 1 minus 0 is equal to 6. So therefore the integral of this equation is equal to 6. That is the evaluation of a double integral of this triangle is equal to 6. So when again examples, when the limits are not provided, evaluate. This is x dx dy over the region R. The region R bounded by y square is equal to x and the lines x plus y equal to 2, x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. Then first we have to draw the given region and then find the points of intersection. Then to find the limits of y and x. By drawing the region of integration, we see that OAB is the particular region. To find the coordinates of the points A and B, we solve x plus y equal to 2 and y square is equal to x. So this becomes y square is equal to x is a parabola, and these are two lines, that is x plus y equal to 2, x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. So if you see this figure, you can understand that this becomes y square is equal to x is a parabola. Okay, so that is symmetric to x-axis. Then this becomes a point x is equal to 1. Okay, and then you are having this becomes x is equal to 0 is y-axis. X is equal to 0 is y-axis. So therefore, if you see this, this becomes the equation of x plus y is equal to 2. So this x plus y is equal to 2 is a straight line, and then this becomes a point of intersection where the value of y square is equal to x and the value of x plus y is equal to 2 are equal at this point. So this becomes a point of intersection for finding the corresponding either the limits for x or the limits for y. So this region becomes OAB, that is the O and then A and this is B. So this OAB is the region of integration. That means you'll have to find this is the region of integration, not this region. Okay, even you can see different regions. For example, here there is another region, here you are having in the region, here you are having in the region. So these are not the regions of integration, but this is the region of integration. So I said you want to find the limits of intersection and then you have to find the corresponding limits. So at this point A, what are equal? X plus y equal to 2 and y square is equal to x. So when this y square is x is satisfied, becomes y square is equal to x, x is equal to 2 minus y. So therefore take this on this side, becomes y square plus y minus 2 equal to 0, implying thereby have the factors for this. This is y plus 2, y minus 1 is equal to 0, implying thereby y is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 1. So that means at this point y is equal to 1. When y is equal to 1, then x is also equal to 1. Y is 1, x is also equal to 1 at this point. So therefore y may be equal to minus 2, y is equal to 1. What about x? X may be equal to 4. because here when you are having the corresponding point, y is equal to minus 2 goes on this side, minus 2 becomes plus 2. So therefore x is equal to 4. And when y is equal to 1, this 1 goes on this side, becomes equal to 2 minus 1 is 1. X is equal to 1. Therefore, A is a point 1, 1 and B is a point 2, 0, which is the point of intersection of x is equal to 0 and x plus y is equal to 2. So you want to find this point. Now to find this point, what you are having, x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0 and x plus y is equal to 2. When x is 0, y is equal to 2. So this becomes y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 0. This becomes a point B. Then it is convenient to integrate with respect to y first, so that to find the limits for it. So here again try to understand, either you can take a strip parallel to x-axis or parallel to y-axis. If you take parallel to y-axis, then you are having the lower limit for this y is P is the point where you'll having the strip starts from the point P, lies on the curve y is equal to or y square is equal to x. Therefore, y is equal to root x. Y is equal to root x at this point, and at this point, y is equal to 2 minus x. So therefore, you'll be having, it is convenient to integrate with respect to y first, so that the limits for it, take a strip PQ parallel to y-axis, lower end P lies on y square is equal to x, and the upper end lies on x plus y equal to 2. Therefore, the limits for y are y is equal to root x and y is equal to 2 minus x. At this point, y is equal to 2 minus x. At this point, y is equal to root x. Now, to cover this entire region, we'll have to start from that y-axis, where x is equal to 0 to the point of intersection A, that is x is equal to 1. So therefore, to cover the entire region, this strip has to be moved parallel to itself from y-axis, where x is equal to 0 to the point of intersection A, where x is equal to 1. Therefore, the regional integral x dx dy is equal to integration from 0 to 1 root x to 2 minus x dy dx. So therefore, you are integrating first with respect to y. With respect to y, x is constant, you can take it outside. Then integral of dy is y between the limits root x to 2 minus x into dx. Then integral from 0 to 1, this becomes x outside. Then 2 minus x minus root x, upper limit minus lower limit. Then again take this x inside. Integral from 0 to 1, this becomes a 2x minus x squared and minus x to the power 3 by 2. Then you'll have to integrate this with respect to x. That is equal to 2 x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 minus x to the power 5 by 2 divided by 5 by 2. Put the upper limit and lower limit. So this 2 and 2 will get cancelled, becomes 1 minus 1 by 3 and minus this 2 will go in the numerator, becomes 2 by 5. Then 15 becomes your LCM. Then this becomes 15 minus 5 times of this minus 6 times of this is equal to 4 upon 5. So the evaluation of this integral is 4 upon 5. So these are type of the examples when the regions are given, the limits are not given. First you'll have to find the limits and then you'll have to evaluate. Then we'll see the last part, what we call introduction to the change of order of integration. Now we have seen when the region was given, we have found the limits. And when you are finding the limits, sometimes the given limits, it may become difficult to find with respect to the variables. That means first I'll have to integrate with respect to x only, and then I'll have to integrate with respect to y, which may be difficult compared to the integration with respect to y first and then with respect to x. So therefore, to do this, what we do? So we'll go for changing the order of integration. That means the given order has to be changed so that the limits will be changed, and accordingly the evaluation becomes easy. The double integral with variable limits for y and the constant limits for x. So these are the variable limits for y. These are the functions of x. Then therefore, first I'll have to integrate with respect to y. Okay, this is f of x, y. First I'll have to integrate with respect to y and then with respect to x. So therefore, this order of integration is first with respect to y and then with respect to x. To evaluate this integral, we integrate first with respect to y and then with respect to x. This may sometimes be difficult to evaluate. So therefore, in the given order, it becomes difficult to evaluate. But change in order of integration will change the limits for y from c to d, where c and d are constants, and the limits of x from g1y to h1y. So the double integral becomes, that means if I change the order of integration, then the limits for y, which are the functions of x, will get converted to the constant limits. That constant limits may be c and d. And the limits for x, which are the constants here, will get converted to the functions of y. And that functions of y are given by g1 of y and h1 of y. And hence, the evaluation may become easy. Then in that case, to evaluate this integral, we integrate first with respect to x and then with respect to y. This process of changing a given double integral into an equal double integral with order of integration change is called a change of order of integration. So that means converting the given order either with respect to x and y to either with respect to y and x is called a change of order of integration. For doing this, we identify the region of integration R and from the limits of the given double integrals. Sometimes this region R may split into two regions R1 and R2 when we change the order of integration. So when the region is not symmetric, when the region is unsymmetric, in that case, this region R, which was in the given order, may having two regions R1 and R2. When we change the order of integration, and hence the given double integral, that is f of xy dx dy over the region R, will be the sum of the two double integrals. That is, the double integral f of xy dx dy is equal to the double integral along R1 f of xy dx dy plus the double integral along R2 f of xy dx dy. So this process of finding the change of order of integration and evaluate the given order changed corresponding problems we'll see in the next part of this. Up till now, thank you.